Most people spend their lives chasing visible financial goals, becoming a millionaire, buying a dream house, or finally reaching that magic retirement number. These goals are easy to picture, and they give us something concrete to work toward. We see them in movies, hear about them from friends, and read about them in books. They become the benchmarks by which we measure our progress and success. We make checklists, track our savings, and set deadlines, believing that hitting these targets will bring us security and happiness. But what if the most important milestone isn't something you can see or touch? What if there's a turning point that's invisible, a moment when your money quietly starts working harder than you do, even if you don't notice it right away? We obsess over our current balances, checking them daily, but that's like judging a marathon by the first mile. The real journey is much longer, and the most meaningful progress often happens quietly, far from the spotlight. The real power of wealth building is unlocked when your savings begin to grow on their own, thanks to the magic of compounding. Over time, your money starts to multiply and your effort becomes less and less important compared to the momentum you've built. Imagine a tree. At first it needs constant care, attention, and nurturing. You water it, protect it, and wait patiently for it to take root. But, eventually, it grows strong and independent, thriving on its own, providing shade and fruit with little help from you. Your finances have a similar moment, when compounding takes over and your effort can finally ease. This is when your past discipline and patience start to pay off in ways that feel almost effortless. Most people miss this invisible line, sprinting endlessly, always pushing harder, never realizing they could slow down and let their money do more of the work. This is the story of Coast Fire, a powerful milestone that can transform your relationship with money, work, and happiness. It's not about stopping the race, but about knowing when you can finally catch your breath. It's the moment when the hardest part is behind you, even if the finish line is still ahead. You've built enough momentum that your future is on track, and you can focus on enjoying the journey. Let's explore how to spot, appreciate, and celebrate this invisible finish line, so you can recognize your progress and find more freedom along the way. Coast Fire is a unique financial milestone. It's the point where your investments are set on a path to grow enough to fund your retirement, even if you never contribute another dollar again. Imagine reaching a stage where your money works for you, compounding and multiplying quietly in the background, while you focus on living your life. Unlike traditional retirement, Coast Fire doesn't require you to have enough saved to quit working today. Instead, it's about having enough invested so that time and growth do the heavy lifting. The magic lies in compounding. Your investments snowball over the years, growing larger without constant effort or sacrifice. Picture two people, both aiming for $1 million by age 65. One takes the slow and steady route, saving diligently every year. Alex, for example, keeps saving year after year, watching his balance inch closer to the goal. Ben, on the other hand, reaches $150,000 invested by age 35. Thanks to the power of compounding, that amount will naturally grow to $1 million by 65, even if Ben never adds another cent. For Ben, the pressure to save more each year simply disappears. He can breathe easier, knowing his future is secure. With Coast Fire, Ben can switch careers, reduce his hours, or pursue creative passions, all without worrying about derailing his retirement plans. Meanwhile, Alex continues to grind, feeling the weight of saving for decades, always chasing the finish line. Coast Fire isn't about quitting work altogether, it's about gaining freedom from the anxiety and pressure of saving for the distant future. Once you hit Coast Fire, your only financial responsibility is to cover your current living expenses. Your investments are already set to handle your retirement. Every dollar you've invested is quietly working in the background, growing and compounding, taking care of your future self. It's a subtle milestone, one that often goes unnoticed, but it can completely transform your relationship with work and money. Most people never realize when they've crossed this threshold, but it's a powerful turning point. Coast Fire gives you options, whether that means working less, changing careers, or simply enjoying more peace of mind. You can choose to slow down, explore new opportunities, or just savor the freedom of knowing your future is secure. Coast Fire is about achieving financial peace of mind, years or even decades before traditional retirement age. The finish line may still be far ahead, but the hardest part, the relentless saving, is already behind you. That's the true power of Coast Fire, the freedom to live life on your terms, with confidence in the journey ahead. Coastfire works in a way that might surprise you. It's all thanks to the relentless force of compounding, a quiet but powerful engine that drives your wealth forward. In the beginning, your savings are the ones doing most of the heavy lifting. Every dollar you put away feels like a small victory. And it is, because you're laying the foundation for your future. But as time passes, something amazing happens. Your investments start to work for you, quietly earning more than you could ever contribute on your own. Picture a snowball at the top of a hill, tiny at first, but as it rolls, it gathers more snow, growing bigger and faster with every turn. That's your money, gaining momentum. For example, if you invest $10,000 at a 7% annual return, it can grow to nearly $39,000 in 20 years, even if you never add another cent. That's the magic of compounding in action. Eventually, your investment growth outpaces anything you could save from your paycheck. The money you've already invested starts to generate its own income, and that income earns even more. This is called the crossover point, when your money's job becomes more important than your own. It's like passing the baton in a relay race, letting your investments take the lead. The earlier you start, the more powerful compounding becomes. Just like a tree planted young grows taller and stronger, your early investments have more time to flourish. That's why a dollar invested at 25 is worth far more than one invested at 45. Time is the secret ingredient that multiplies your money's potential. Coastfire celebrates this shift. You've built a solid base. And now, time and compounding do the heavy lifting for you. Your money is quietly working in the background, growing stronger every day. The real magic isn't just in how much you save, but in how long your money has to grow. The longer you give it, the more dramatic the results. Once you reach Coastfire, your investments are on autopilot. You no longer have to stress about every dollar. You can trust the process and let your money do its job. This freedom lets you focus on living your life, pursuing passions, and enjoying the present, instead of worrying about saving every penny. That's the secret job your money was meant to do. Work tirelessly in the background, so you can live the life you've always imagined. Why do so few people notice when they hit Coastfire? We're conditioned to hustle, save more, earn more, never stop. Financial media glorifies dramatic goals, not quiet milestones. Compounding feels slow and invisible at first, so we underestimate its power. We rarely pause to do the math and see if we've already crossed the line. Most keep pushing, missing the moment when their money could take over. The result? Years of unnecessary stress and sacrifice. Recognizing Coastfire means realizing you've already won the hardest part. Coastfire isn't just a number, it's a mindset shift. For years, money is a source of stress and scarcity, chaining us to jobs and constant saving. Hitting Coastfire lifts that weight. Your future is secure. Now you earn just to live today. Work becomes a choice, not an obligation. You can take a lower-paying job, work part-time, or pursue passions without fear. This freedom reduces stress, improves health, and lets you be more present. Money stops being the goal and becomes a tool for designing your life. True wealth is autonomy, the power to choose how you spend your time. Coastfire gives you that power, long before retirement. The shift from I have to I get to is the real reward. That's the freedom Coastfire unlocks. Meet Maria and Sarah, both 40, both diligent savers. Maria chases the traditional path, working long hours, sacrificing time for a $1.5 million retirement goal. Sarah discovers Coastfire. Her $250,000 invested will grow to $1.5 million by 65. The pressure lifts. She negotiates a 4-day work week, starts a pottery business, and enjoys life more. Maria keeps grinding, missing out on family and hobbies. Sarah's money works for her. Maria works for her money. At retirement, both have enough. But Sarah spent decades with less stress and more joy. Coastfire isn't about quitting work. It's about reclaiming your life along the way. The journey matters as much as the destination. Coastfire lets you enjoy the ride. That's the real difference. Calculating your Coastfire number is easier than you think. Step 1. Figure out your retirement goal, usually 25 times your desired annual spending. Step 2. Estimate your investment growth rate. 5 to 7% is common. Step 3. Use a compound interest calculator to work backward. How much do you need invested today to reach your goal by retirement? For example, If you want $1.5 million at 65 and you're 35 now, you'd need about $197,000 invested at 7% to coast there in 30 years. Once you hit that number, you can stop saving for retirement. Just cover your current expenses. Your investments will do the rest. Coast Fire isn't about guessing, it's about math and time. Knowing your number gives you clarity and confidence. It's a milestone worth celebrating. The sooner you know it, the sooner you can start living differently. Coast Fire is your permission slip to breathe. Hit your Coast Fire number, here's what changes. You still need to work to cover living expenses, but the pressure to save is gone. Your paycheck is for living, not just saving. Many choose Barista Fire, a part-time job they enjoy, often with benefits. Others negotiate flexible schedules or downshift to less stressful roles. With your future secure, you can take risks, start a business, write a book, or go back to school. Coast Fire gives you leverage and freedom to design your work around your life. The financial risk is lower, and your options multiply. Coast Fire isn't a single path, it's a landscape of choices. The wall of financial obligation falls away, revealing a world of possibility. Wealth isn't just about money, it's about freedom and control over your time. Coast Fire reveals a quiet victory, the moment your money works for you, not the other way around. The hardest part is building the base. Once you hit Coast Fire, you can coast downhill. Most people miss this, pushing themselves long after it's necessary. The real lesson: know when you've done enough. Redefine wealth as the point where your money frees you to live fully. Coast Fire is the milestone few talk about, but everyone should aim for. It's the freedom to design your life today, not just someday. Celebrate the invisible finish line. That's the true prize: control over your time.